I might have to just come on here and apologize early because the day after yesterday, the Manchester Derby victory, I have to just say, Patrick Dorgu, I'm sorry because I know it was one game, but what you did in that Manchester Derby yesterday was remarkable, bro. That was the type of performance I want to see when we sign a new player and they come in to play at left back or wherever it is on the pitch and show that level of performance. Yesterday, Patrick Dorgu, outside of Casemiro, best player on the pitch. He was everywhere. Defensively solid, good on the ball, good in transitions, getting crosses in, got his goal. Patrick Dorgu yesterday. Do you know what? Firstly, I'm actually going to have to just say, big up Michael Carrick again. Big up Michael Carrick again. And the reason I'm saying that is because Patrick Dorgu started on the left wing. We've got Matthias Cunha that could have played there. We've got Brian and Boomer that could have played there. We've got Ahmad that could have played there. We've got Mason Mount that could have played there. We had 5 options, including Dorgu, and Michael Carrick opted to go with the Denmark international. Playing him left wing, had people like me raising my eyebrows a little bit saying, is that the right decision to make in a game that you're first in charge of the club? 12:30 kickoff, Manchester Derby. I'm not sure. Is it too defensive? Are we giving City the opportunity to score first and we're saying we don't believe in our attack? How I was so wrong. Because from the off, within the first minute and a half, Patrick Dorgu getting down that left-hand side, whipping that crossing, getting the corner, getting the crowd going, getting the fans believing. Already from the off, resulting corner, cross comes in, Maguire hits the bar, but it set the tone. And I think I'm a big fan of Michael Carrick, as you guys know anyway. But for him to do that and make that brave call and put him in the starting 11 at left wing, and for it to work the way it did, now over to Patrick Dorgu, because Dorgu himself had to go out there and perform on the pitch. Patrick Dorgu had to go in there and justify why his selection was warranted over the 3 or 4 players I've just named. And the guy, defensively, first of all, was brilliant. And I think this goes under the radar because obviously you score a goal and everyone could talk about the goal. I'm going to talk about the performance because I think for me, defensively yesterday, he was immaculate. You saw that Luke Shaw and Diogo Dalot both had yellow cards in the first 20 minutes, first 25 minutes. That puts pressure on them. You've got, obviously, Ahmad helping out Dalot on one side. You've got Dorgu helping out Luke Shaw on the other side, which was brilliant because it really, really helped us. We could have been in big trouble getting one of them sent off. Shaw was up against Semenyo, but Dorgu defensively was coming back and defending with him, dropping in 2v1. Helping Luke Shaw recover, helping Luke Shaw slot in next to the centre-back in the Sandro Martinez and making us compact, making us hard to beat, making us hard to give chances away to Manchester City. And big up Patrick Dorgu because when you're playing in a left wing, it's a hard job up and down that pitch, especially when you're a Manchester United team that's playing probably a bit more in transition against a Man City team that normally keep the ball. But Dorgu defensively, magnificent yesterday. I don't remember Semenyo getting past him once 1v1. I don't remember him getting overlapped or anything like that. He was there, he was trusted, he was counted for, and him and Luke Shaw really worked well together, both naturally being left backs. And then we talk about Dorgu on the ball. Dorgu on the ball yesterday, I don't remember him giving the ball away once. I love to see his statistics, but he was so calm. He was so measured. His little 1-2s, the little give and goes. The ability to get down the byline, be an outlet. I saw him doing Michael Carrick things. Picking up the ball on this side, switching it over to the other. Did you see that pass for Ahmad? Which then led to Ahmad cutting in on his left foot shooting. Casemiro should score the follow-up. That comes from Dorgu's pass. Let's not forget that. Let's respect that left foot. Whew, ping, flying. That was sensational. I haven't seen Dorgu make a pass like that all season. So I don't know if that's a Carrick confidence or, what Carrick's done. But he said, yo, you can spray it across there. Pinpoint, accuracy. But everything that Dorgu done on the ball was so measured. So composed. And I think what I like about him as well is that He's not always trying to do too much. You know them players that try and do too much. Yes, he got caught out a couple times when he tried twisting and turning in the box of Manchester City. But that's because he's trying to create a chance. That's because he's trying to take on his man 1v1 in the dangerous area of the final third down here. But when he's up here and he's at left back, he makes simple decisions. He gives the ball, gives and goes, passes it, runs down with it, down the wing, giving us release, taking off the pressure. I think he's very smart in terms of his football brain. He don't try and be too fancy. He just likes to be competent and efficient. And I like that. Whereas I'm not going to lie, you get someone like Diogo Dalot on the other side who does silly passes or reverse passes it, and then we're getting hit on transition or gives the ball away. Little things that the crowd moan and groan. I don't feel Dorgu gives us that. He gives us security, technical security, which is needed. And I love that in him. And of course, with the profile of player you need in the Premier League, if you're going to be playing on the wing and at left back as well, you need to be mobile, you need to be quick, and I think you need to be physical. They are the three things. And people can say, yeah, that's basically everything. In the Premier League, you basically need everything. If you want to succeed, you need a bit of pace. If you want to succeed, you need to be physical. And if you want to be in the Premier League, up and down that pitch, you need to be, of course, athletic / mobile. And Dorgu is that. He's pretty quick, he's strong, comfortable on the ball, and he can get up and down the pitch. He put in a shift yesterday. A shift. I was surprised he weren't subbed. I was like, this guy is working hard. So big up Dorgu. And of course, his performance was capped with a goal. And I come to the goal lastly because it was probably the best part of the day. Not because he scored. No, not because Patrick Dorgu got the goal. It's how he scored. Matheus Cunha getting the ball down the right-hand side, taking on his man and whipping the cross across. 8 times out of 10, that ball gets cleared by a defender. The attacker does not get there. The winger or left back does not get there. The determination, the mentality, the hunger, the desire of Patrick Dorgu makes that game 1-2-0. A comfortable lead with 15 minutes to go. But the desire, the heart, the passion, the will to get there, break his neck, get beyond his defender and say, I'm going to get to this ball. Whether I score or not, I'm getting to this ball. I loved it because mentally, when you're playing, you're in the 75th minute, you're tired, you're fatigued, your brain is not fully switched on as it would be in the first minute now, like me, just on this video now. If I've been on a stream for an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm probably a bit thirsty, probably a bit hungry. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not fully locked in. Dorgu was locked in. He was locked in, and his heart and desire to get to that ball, get a clean sheet, get a goal, knee slide at Stretford End, capped off a fabulous performance for him. Fair play, Patrick Dorgu. What is next? Because I'm making this video, not technically an apology to Dorgu, but to big up Dorgu's performance. But now I want to see consistency. Now I'm also intrigued to see how Carrick uses him, because I think Carrick's going to be a manager that plays the fixture. He went with Dorgu because he thought him and Ahmad are mobile. They can get up and down, but also they can help out defensively. I get that. But then when we play teams that we should be more offensive with, teams that we should potentially beat at home, he might go over Cunha. He might go over Mount. I get that because we want to be on the front foot. We want to score goals. But then Dorgu can also play at left back. Luke Shaw can get a rest. We've now got players we can rotate and interchange because Dorgu and Shaw can play at left back. He can play at left wing now, Dorgu, and we've got other options there. But it's going to be so interesting to see how he plays because I think next week, again, against Arsenal, where they've got Bukayo Saka, he is going to play Luke Shaw and Dorgu again, and I wouldn't change it. I hear it. You got a lockdown Saka, stop a main supply of Arsenal, and we've seen them do it against Semenyo. We've got a confidence win against Manchester City. There's no reason to chop Patrick Dorgu or Luke Shaw. A week's rest now. Let's reset, go again this week, and see what we can do. But what a performance from him. And, you know, shout out Casemiro as well. I was going to do a video on him, but I don't need to. I think everyone knows what he's done throughout his career. He is not finished. If you use him smart, he is still a player. But Patrick Dorgu yesterday, defensively, getting his goal, on the ball, security, brilliant. Guys, like this video. Make sure you subscribe. What a victory that was for Manchester United.